Your gifts directly contribute to real, tangible change on our campus and will immediately impact all of our students. With your support, we can expand our programs and fund enhancements to our classrooms and co-curricular learning experiences. Your gift, no matter the size, can make a difference.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thanks to your generosity, we were able to outfit our science lab with state-of-the-art microscopes. When we pool our resources together, we can make a significant impact on the Armbrae experience for our students. All gifts, regardless of size, have the power to inspire.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
At Armbrae, the annual fund campaign is really the backbone of our fundraising efforts. That's because the projects are designed to enhance the learning of current students. So we conceive of and raise funds for the project this year, for example, and then we launch it next year. In the past, you've supported projects like smartboard upgrades in classrooms, classroom furniture upgrades, playground equipment, the new class set of microscopes in the science lab, and of course the new bike shelter that's being built this week. So thank you for your support of those projects. Like all independent schools, tuition fees only cover about 85% of our operating costs. So it's through the generosity of donors like yourselves that we're able to bridge that gap. This year's projects include musical instruments, visual art equipment, and smartboard upgrades across all divisions, and of course our scholarship and bursary fund as well. In the coming weeks and months, you'll be given opportunities to support the project or projects of your choice, and I just wanted to take a moment here to thank you in advance for doing so.
Thank you for your support.
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 Number 5, Jack Wade. Number 6, Nick Hershey. Number 7, Owen Alvo. Number 11, Nate Snodgrass. And number 15, Sam Goodfellow. The Knights are led by head coach Ryan Vaughn. And now the starting lineups for your Armbrae Osprey. Number 4, Ollie Nadeau. Number 15, Trey Jones. Number 6, Jalen Wilson. Number 1, Renai Monillo. And number 12, Sam Peretti. Without further ado, let's play ball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the last game of the day for the Osprey Winter Classic, featuring Kennebecasis Valley and your home Armbrae Ospreys. Kennebecasis Valley is starting their lineup with number 6, Jack Hersey, number 5, Nick Hersey, number 5, Jack Way, number 7, Owen Arbo, number 11, Nate Snodgrass, and number 15, Sam Goodfellow. Armbrae will start with Renai Beals, Jalen Bergen Simmons. We also have
Ollie
Nadeau,
Trevay
Jones, and number 12, Sam Peretti. Kennebecasis Valley looking to push the ball up court. Armbrae right now is in man. Steal by Ollie and pass off to Renai Beals. Looks for the contact but doesn't get the call. Kennebecasis Valley bring the ball back up floor. There's a jump shot there by number 7.
Owen Arbo, I think it is. Yeah.
Owen Arbo.
Nice move, pull up Jay. Got a little bit too much space. Early feel-out stage right now for both teams, I'd say, Les.
Yeah, Armbrae just trying to feel Kennebecasis
Nice
Valley
strong
out.
take.
Nice spin, a strong take by Jones. Rimmed out. I'm pretty sure neither one of these teams have faced each other yet this season, so I think they're just trying to see what each other's do.
Yeah, they have. And I was talking a little bit to Coach Ryan Vaughn before the game, and his assistant Peter Butler is the guy who does the NB Hoops report thing. So they're well positioned in NB basketball. And Ryan is the son of Paul Vaughn, who's a long-standing, very well-respected coach, high school coach, who coached KV for quite a while and is now coaching UNBSJ.
That's a nice move taken to the hoop by Jack Way.
That they've already established, KV, is they're going to move the ball, they're going to move themselves, they're going to reverse the floor, they're going to go make the defense really have to move in order to defend them. And that's part of what created the lane there for that drive.
Nadeau is tying his sneakers. He's been able to play up and back a couple times there.
Okay, because the defensive transition there, nobody protected the basket. And
big block by Ollie Nadeau. The steal by Renai Beals. Berglund Simmons is running with him.
Okay, he's fortunate there. Could easily have been called a travel. It's one of those ones where the referee decides, you know, was there enough contact to cause the travel, or?
That foul's on number 6, Nick Hersey. And Renai Beals will go to the line, shoot 2.
The other thing, Les, is apparently their starting point guard is injured, Koichi Sahara.
Koichi Sahara, yes.
Yeah, he's actually their starting point guard. I think he may have gotten injured during the tournament from the way they were talking.
Renai Beal misses both of those foul shots. Big board by Jones.
Okay.
Gets his rebound, the putback, misses the putback. KV's looking to push the ball. KV has an early lead.
Somehow
and an easy layup.
Early here, there's a fair amount of defensive confusion within Armbrae's ranks because there have been open people most possessions.
Yeah, they definitely look a little confused on the defensive end on who's guarding who or even what defensive set they're actually in. KV, Coach JT calls a quick timeout, and KV is up 8-0.
I think using the quick timeout with this young team, and again particularly since they just are not getting practice time, and they're playing so many games, calling the quick timeout is a good idea.
Oh, definitely.
You know, you've got to do as much teaching within each game as you possibly can because you're not getting a chance to practice and do the real teaching. Yeah,
you need to stop the bleeding, as they say. And Coach JT, I know, doesn't want to use that early timeout, but it definitely was needed at this situation. We forgot to introduce ourselves tonight, but on the call it's myself, Leslie States, and longtime head coach Pat Bev Greenlaw. And we have a call for you tonight with the Armbrae boys facing Kennebecasis Valley.
And since you'll get this correct, why don't you tell the people who the referees are as well?
So refereeing tonight we have Larry Coles, and we have Chris Downey, and we have
Larry Coles and Dawson.
Give me a second, I'll think of his name. Dawson Benge.
Okay.
Dawson Bungay, sorry. Nadeau taking it right to the hoop.
The defense on KV kind of had a little glitch on that one because that was a very open lane.
Yeah, very nice layup there. Elijah Matley is now in the game, giving Sam Peretti a breather. Oh, that's a tough basket.
That was a difficult shot, well defended.
And he was behind the hoop, so that's a tough basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising to make, actually, but give the kid credit, he made the shot, but angle-wise, as you say, and pretty well defended, too, so.
Kennebecasis Valley is looking to attack the hoop and kick off where need be, and unless they're wide open, to take the layup. There's a wide open three there.
Again.
Number 5, Jack Way.
Second shot, guy literally ran across the floor to get the open loose ball. Not nearly enough Armbrae bodies in the vicinity of the primary rebounding area. And then a wide open look on the kick.
Jones looked to take the basket to the hoop and missed that layup, got his rebound and missed again, but he did get fouled.
It's a process, and he has not yet learned, but when he learns how to slow himself down, gather, find target, put the ball away a little bit, a lot of little nuanced things, and becomes a finisher, he's going to be tough.
Yeah, he is definitely going to be a tough player. He goes 1 for 2. And again, that's been an Achilles heel of Armbrae so far most of the season is their free throw shooting.
Well, but also their layup missing. They miss a very high percentage of their layup attempts, particularly their second shot attempts. They tend to rush.
That was a nice pass from number 5, Jack Way, to Nate Snargros.
Good.
A long 2 by Elijah Mantley.
Nice late kick by Renai, and Elijah, if he has time and space, is pretty good in the catch and shoot.
Tammy Case is moving the ball nicely. That's a travel call.
Yep.
Yeah, he was moving before he actually received the ball.
Well, it's interesting. Kids always look surprised, but that tells me they're not propriocepting. That you've got to feel your nailed pivot foot. And if you look mystified when you've fairly obviously just traveled, then you haven't yet developed the kind of innate sense you have to have. Nice take by Renai. We have a sub, do we? Number 11.
Missed pass by number 7.
Okay.
And then rebound by
number
Elijah
23
Mantley.
for Armbrae is a freshman, Cale Brown.
Rebound by Elijah Mantley, and then he was fouled by number 7 going over his back. And we have some subs in the game. Peretti is back in, and number 23 is
Cale Brown.
Oh, Cale Brown, number 23 is back in.
Nice take by Trevay that time. Slowed himself down. Made the shot, yes.
Nice block by Renai Beals on the attack to the hoop. Crossover.
Nice crossover, drew the foul.
And he drew the foul. Number 11, Nate Snodgrass.
In for Communications, number 4, Drew Martin. Number 12, Ryan Valtrue.
Jones is getting a breather, and back into the game is Jalen Bergen Simmons. Renai's back on the line for 2 shots. Makes the first one.
So Armbrae, after the timeout, has begun to even things out a little bit and creeping back into it.
And he made both of those shots.
Number 4, Ollie Nadeau.
Ollie Nadeau's back in, giving Renai Beals a little rest. And Armbrae has creeped back in. The score is now 15-13 for Convocatus Valley.
Now the KV coaches told me that all but one of their key players are seniors, but I didn't get the opportunity to follow up on who was what among them.
Yeah.
But they are apparently a pretty veteran team. Get out of the corner.
There's a great trap in the corner there, causing the turnover by Armbrae.
Offensive players have to be, I call it positively paranoid. If you catch the ball in that kind of a circumstance, you have to want to get out of there fairly quickly if you don't have an open look.
Yeah, most definitely. There's a steal by Jalen. Elijah's running with him.
Whoa.
Oh. And he is fouled on a circus move.
You know, it's interesting. I've seen several kids do that this weekend. For what reason, I'm not sure. Because you effectively are going blind to your target. He had gotten the hit, but so maybe just for the fun of it, he wasn't. I don't know. But he's not the first kid I've seen do that this weekend.
And he hits his first foul shot. KV has now in the bonus, so Armbrae will shoot for the rest of this half. 5 fouls to none.
And almost 3 minutes left. Yep.
Yeah, in this quarter. And Jalen
Hey,
hits
2
both of those.
smooth free throws by Jalen.
There's a sub coming in for KV. Fian Onasosin
He goes
coming in.
His coach tells me he goes by Fee or Fian. And
KV's looking to move the ball around. They're moving quite well. Players. There's another steal by Jalen. Pushing up by Peretti.
Nicely done.
And nice finish by Jalen.
That's one of Jalen's real strengths. Jalen can really cause a lot of deflections, turnovers, whatever. even when it's not his guy. He's very good at kind of getting that sort of half-blind poke, whatever, and creating turnovers for his team. And in that case, tipped it to Sam, who immediately found Jalen back with the two or three step lead on his opponent, and easy layup.
Yeah, and that layup has put Armbrae in the lead, 17-15, which caused KV coach to take his first timeout of the game. And as we see tonight, Armbrae is without the services of Nye Johnson, who is one of their spark plugs on both offense and defense. So he will not be playing this evening. So Armbrae's bench has gone down just a little bit more again, especially after the injury earlier yesterday of Peyton Flint. So the players that are over there in jerseys will get a lot of playing time tonight.
Well, one of the things I think the coaches have tried to do throughout the tournament, they've used most of their bench, most games actually.
Yep.
And of course, as the tournament's gone on and the injuries have added up, and in Nye's case, it's a medical thing that just kind of hit him this morning. But as those have added up, they've of course have to now go deeper sooner.
Most definitely.
So it's a great opportunity for Cale Brown as a freshman, and for Will Stewart? I think?
Will Stewart.
Yeah, who's
and Peretti also,
who's a sophomore. Well, Peretti plays fairly regularly anyway, but those two are getting definitely some floor time they might not normally get, as they did in last weekend's grammar tournament as well.
And Armbrae come out of that timeout in a press, which caused a turnover. So Armbrae gets the ball back. And
when the Armbrae kids focus defensively, they can actually do some quite good things fairly consistently. Nice skill.
And that's a nice three-pointer by Nadal from deep corner. Heath Harris is now into the game for Jack Way for Kennebecasis. Armbrae has stretched their lead a little bit, 20-15. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Kennebecasis has the ball moving quite well.
I find it typical of the New Brunswick high school teams, actually. They do tend to spread the floor well. They get pretty good ball movement and pretty good reads and angles. They typically play pretty tough physical defense as well. Would you agree? And I think that's for both genders. There's Will Stewart.
So in for the game now, Renai Beals and Will Stewart. Will's seen his first action today.
Good closeout by Jalen. Did not foul, but did definitely change the shot.
Altered the shot, definitely.
And hustled to get there, you know. Like closeouts, part of it is you got to want to do.
You got to want to get there. So Nadeau bringing it up. Over to Matley, back to Nadeau.
Need somebody
over
to be able to
Renai.
enter to. We didn't get anybody
Back to
popping on that.
Nadeau.
Another
He
nice
looked for the
skip.
three. Got himself caught up there, attacking on a single gap. Jump ball going back to Kennebecasis Valley. I think on that single gap attack there, he did have one more pass in the corner. Back to Elijah Matley.
The big thing when you're what people now conventionally call single gap, but when you're attacking that narrower lane, is you have to attack one of the defenders. Ideally, I think, to the
That's
outside.
a nice put back there.
In other words, make them narrow the gap even more, which creates a little width around it, the potential double, rather than getting sandwiched.
That last putback was by Drew
Nice.
Martin, number 4.
Okay. All he
Rebound
can do
there
that,
by
but he
Finney.
didn't get the angle to the glass on that one.
Looking to attack.
Again, rapid ball movement, pretty good look, but
And a shot by Drew Martin, rebound by Jalen.
oh,
Ball's moving to Renai Beals over the corner to Matley.
good skip.
All the way back to
Would like to have seen that be pass into Ollie in the corner, but worked out this way too.
Simmons to Renai Beal for a deep three as the ball moved cross court.
Elijah's skip was what made that possible, but then the
Yeah,
response to give
totally.
it up after, too, is the other necessary part.
Nice
Good
finish
take.
there at the hoop by Ryan Vitor. 10 seconds left.
There it is.
Nice wide open three from Elijah Mantley, and just off. So at the end of the first quarter, Armbrae has made their way back, and they're leading 23-19.
The initial timeout was down 0-8, yes?
They were.
Yeah. Okay, and then KV went up 15 to
4, 6.
something,
Yeah.
and then stuck at 15 for a long time, because
Right.
it was Armbrae 20, KV 15 before KV finally cracked that.
And after the KV took their timeout is when Armbrae came out in their press and got a couple steals.
One of the nice things that Coach Tramble did in that, the timeout was appropriate and timely with about 2.5 to go by Coach Vaughn for KV. But during the timeout, the Armbrae coaching staff used it to change a little wrinkle in how they were pressuring
Exactly.
defensively. So again, the opposing coach takes a good timeout and makes his adjustments to what caused them to have to call the timeout. Meanwhile, you change what they're going to deal with when they come back out on the
Yeah,
court.
I mean, when you take a timeout as a coach, you're also giving the other coach, the opposing coach, an opportunity to make their changes. And Coach Tramble did that.
Yep.
They changed their defense, and they were in zone. They went from man to zone, 2-1-2, 2-3, and that made all the difference in that first quarter.
Again, you just adjust to the adjustments, and it's then a matter of, can the players recognize quickly enough and make their adjustments.
The turnover there by Trevay Jones, just couldn't catch the ball.
Spacing was a little lacking on that one.
Here you have Armbrae in the press, get the steal.
That was a pass up into the hands. I've talked about that before. They don't tend to work.
KV gets a missed rebound and bring the ball back up court. That's a
Long
deep
three.
A deep three taken by,
No, can't see his number from here.
let's see his number here.
8, number 8.
Drew Poirier. Missed layup there by Renai Beals.
Might have been a nice kick on that one too, because there would have been some very open looks on the perimeter, because Renai had drawn 3+.
Yeah, you have to be aware of who's who and where they're at. Good defense by Elijah Mantley right in the face
And again,
of number 15, Sam Goodfellow, when he put up that three-pointer.
similar to really throughout, up and down throughout the lineup for Armbrae. At times, Renai shows great awareness and reads that perfectly and does the kick and whatever. And at other times, not quite as consistent in the read.
Sam's back in for give Renai a breather, and Trevay Jones attacks the hoop, misses the layup.
The
rolls
takes are
off.
getting better. The finish is still not quite there.
The big rebound there by Goodfellow.
Good rip. Nicely done.
Good push by Sam. Over to Nadal.
That was a really
finisher by Jalen.
well executed 3-on-1 into 2-on-1. 3-on-1 plus 1 probably, but the long pass made it a 2-on-1. And then the touch pass by Ollie made it
nice
an easy
feed
look
into the
for James.
post from Heath Harris to Sam Goodfellow.
Ooh.
And the steal there from Drew Poirier. Picking up the foul is Peretti.
Again, those when you do the early drive from the top and you end up turning it over, the transition becomes difficult because you were probably one of the deeper of your teammates. So in normal transition, you might have been the guy getting back to protect. if someone rotates as he drives, rotates a little higher and prepares to start the defensive transition, it can be a little better. But
Poirier's at the line for 2 shots. He goes 1 for 2, but there's a rebound, not a box out by Jones. A rebound by Goodfellow. And attack to the hoop by Heath Harris.
Kind of muscled that one in and up.
KV is sneaking their way back in. Score is now 25-24 for Armbrae. And Ollie Nadeau goes right to the hoop. KV pushes it to the corner. Back out to Heath Harris. An attack to the hoop by Nick Hersey. And a big shot in the corner by Drew Poirier. Misses off the
Significant arc. Good look. It's all right.
Sam gets to the corner to Elijah Mantley, who misses the 3. Bounces out of bounds. And ball goes over to Penn-Becasis Valley.
Got some subs coming in for both teams. Or nope. Okay, that he was waiting for the inbound. Looked like he was subbing it too.
Renai and Jalen are back in. And also we have
good help.
Etienne Bata is in now for Armbrae.
Renai read that back cut by one of his teammates' checks and switched off and really saved an open layup there. Well done.
So KV has brought their defense up 90 feet, and they're got a little bit of pressure on. Jalen breaks that pretty cleanly.
And
gets
a nice
the ball
kick.
to Nadal in the corner for a 3-pointer, but it's off.
So far, the KV shooters, I haven't seen anyone who has like really jumped out as a kind of a pure shooter type.
No, but they're not afraid to shoot it.
No, they are shooting it.
And there's a big 3 there by number 12, Sam Peretti.
When Sam gets that open look, yeah, he's pretty accurate.
He's pretty comfortable shooting that shot, that's for sure. Another 3 there by Drew Poirier. It's off the mark, and Renai Beals rounds up that rebound, and then decides to take it right to the hoop.
Didn't finish when he got in there, but it was pretty good read actually.
That shot was blocked by the rim, but there's a steal by Jalen Bergen Simmons, and he finishes the layup after the steal. KV's looking to push it again before Armbrae gets settled, and misses the layup there, open layup there by Nick Hersey.
Yeah, the KV kid that time took advantage of a sort of a poor angle closeout,
and after the missed layup there, Sam Peretti causes a foul. Trevea Jones is now in, giving Ollie Nadeau a little breather. And
like
Fian is now on the foul line for KV, shooting 2 shots. He goes 1 for 2. We have some subs coming in for KV. Number 11, Nate Stavros. Number 13, Jonah Peters. And number 7, Owen Armbrae. Again, they have their defense. They're going 90 feet, putting a little bit of pressure. Reddy goes right through that. Ethan misses his 3. Number 13 is going the full length of the court. Jonah Peters just stepping on the court and making his presence known. Full court layup. That 3 is off by Peretti in the corner. That was a nice play, a nice pass by number 10, Heath Harris, and a finish by Owen Armbrae, along with the foul.
Foul on number 8 for the Ospreys, Owen Fenton.
And a foul on number 8, Owen. The following free throw is missed.
Uh-oh, lost the handle. A little bit ragged both ways this last few possessions. Number 8 for Armbrae, Owen, what's his last name, Leslie? I think he's one of their seniors, but
Yes.
he's actually more of a volleyball player. And,
Yeah, Owen's grade 12.
Yeah, so doesn't get a lot of floor time. But again, back to the thing of I think the coaches are using the tournament to get pretty much all the kids a little bit of a run.
Most definitely. And again, with the injuries starting to build up a little bit, you need to make sure everybody has a little bit of a comfort zone moving forward.
Long 2 if it goes.
It's off the side. Rebound by KV. Number 5 looking to push it.
Quick
Steal
hands by
Renai
Renai.
Beals. And he finishes that layup.
Good job finishing that time. Used his body to keep the defender from getting at the basketball. Oh.
A good block there by Ali on number 7.
Travel.
The travel call by KV.
I think that the thing that startled us both was meant to be kind of a no-look lob.
Well, I wasn't sure.
The only thing is, I was kind of wondering whom.
Who was he lobbing it to?
Because I haven't seen anybody on the court so far who could get up there.
Especially on the KV side.
Yeah, I guess there is one kid
Yeah.
on Armbrae right now who
Right.
could get up there. But
So the ball was off Armbrae there out of bounds, and KV gets the possession. Continuing to move the ball, looking to attack. It's off the rim. Rebound.
and that might, not be a bad attempt normally, but against Treve, his length just changes the picture once you get there. Good take.
And a nice strong take by Ali Nadeau. Score is now 36-29 for Armbrae.
Yep.
KV continues to move the ball around the top of the key. Now they're going to try and attack.
Although I was just thinking, go ahead.
Good hustle at the hoop on the
Interestingly
rebound.
enough, as the substitutions have occurred throughout the first half for KV and the differing lineups have come in, the quality and crispness and sharpness of their ball movement,
Yes.
player movement early has really diminished,
Yes.
right? So there's a lot more piddling and stuff in between and before the movement gets initiated. Their starters really crisply, open the court.
It's a wide open three there and off the mark.
That's Renai being smooth. that's a smooth take.
Nice basket by Renai Money Beals.
One of the things he's really gotten, I think, and I think you agree on this, significantly better at from last season to this, is his body control as he changes pace.
Yes, most definitely.
And particularly as he gets closer to the finishing time.
As he gets closer to the hoop, he definitely has better body control. And sometimes it looks contorted, but he has the control in the way that he looks. That shot was off the front of the rim.
He's still got work to do in terms of maintaining rhythm on those takes, but again, it's all part of the developmental process.
Wide open 3 there by number 4, and he gets his rebound. And he's fouled on the putback. Drew
The effort
Martin.
on the closeout was good, but once again, the 3 Armbrae kids on this side have got to become much more rebound positioning conscious when that shot goes up. Still a little bit too much spectating. Would you agree?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, standing and watching the play. And Martin's at the line shooting 2. And he goes 1 for 2. Rebound by Simmons. Looking to push it, and it's stolen.
Didn't see it in time.
Stolen by Jonah Peters with a pass.
Yeah.
And a finish to Drew Martin for 2.
By the time he saw it, the passing lane for the skip was no longer there.
Yeah, it was already shut down.
Good D, actually, on the step through.
Renai Beals was blocked that time by number 4. Number 4 got the rebound.
That was a really good defensive recovery by Jalen, because what he did was he totally disrupted the take without threatening any kind of contact whatsoever.
There's a wide open 3 there by Jalen, but he misses everything. Rebound by KV. Wide open 3 by number 11, Nate Snodgrass.
Yeah, caught it with his foot out of bounds.
Armbrae steps on the sideline, out of bounds.
And again, that's Cale Brown, freshman, just starting to get some floor time recently, and you're going to make those mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's a travel call by number 13. He thought he got fouled, but it was called a travel. Yeah, he went to the foul line looking for his shots, but the referee called that a travel before the foul. 40 seconds left in the half.
Okay, move.
Armbrae's possession.
When a teammate goes dead, ideally they wouldn't, but when they do, you got to move. There's tendency for some reason for teammates not to move when that happens. I don't know
It's a
why.
steal by number 23, Lucas J. A steal and a basket. Inching a little closer, going into the half.
Now, are they conscious of the clock? Okay, good. Jalen just snuck a glance. We're getting a bench counting. Got to go, though.
Step back 3, and it's off the mark.
Okay, the good thing in that instance is that clearly the Armbrae coaches have taken the players to task for not knowing how to use the clock during a last possession instance in a quarter, because several quarters throughout the tournament they have not done and not shown any consciousness. So the coaching is happening. The kids responded clearly from the bench with the count, etc. The kids on the court showed some recognition, awareness of that. What they did not then do, however, was initiate penetration sufficiently early in the possession to enable them to make the defense move, contort, distort, etc., so that within a pass or two thereafter, they're going to get a good look.
Yeah, they didn't look to attack at all. They just spent the time out at the three-point line, hoping to put up a 3 before the clock went out. But Armbrae will go into the half up 38-34 over Kent Becasis Valley. So, Coach, what did you see in the first half from Kent Becasis?
Well, we saw different things, because once they began to sub, the tenor and tone of their play changed, I would say, fairly markedly. Because we're not familiar with them, there were a lot of threes taken. Frankly, the form with which they were taken, no one jumped out at me as a pure three-point shooter.
No.
You can watch shooters shoot and miss, and you say, yeah, but that's a kid taking it. That's a kid who can make that shot consistently. But so far, no one's jumped out at me from KV as being that kid. Now, I may just not have seen their best shooter or shooters often enough yet, but I think, for instance, in at least I think 2 instances, there was too much arc.
Yeah.
And the form really lacked because it was almost a leaning back kind of thing without fadeaway rhythm. So there was no rhythm and flow in that release. Now, let's see in the second half, maybe I'm just not seeing the right things yet.
Yeah, and the second half could be totally different.
But the other thing I commented earlier, I thought the way KV opened the game with the crispness and the purposefulness of their quarter court offense, they got the ball up and down the floor quickly, but they got it there cleanly, crisply, and with a purpose. And then if they had a probe, they took it. If they didn't, they rapidly reversed, read that, got cutters through, made the defense move and adjust to that, and then attacked again or reversed again and did the same thing if they didn't have that. So that's really good ball movement, player movement. That's good team offense. And, they got that early lead partly from that and partly from Armbrae making some errors in terms of their defensive coverage.
Yeah, so I think Casey Valley, they started off very strong. Armbrae called a quick timeout. They recovered, went on a little bit of run, but KV stayed right with it. So they made up some ground, and we're going into the second half with Armbrae up by 4. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will join you back here again in about 5 minutes. I think sometimes there's too much on all the explanation, and I think it's running into some of the other things that happen.
If that starts to happen,
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the final game of the Osprey Winter Classic, where we have the home Osprey playing in Casey Valley. Armbrae is starting off the second half up 4, now up 6 with a straight line layup by Renai Beals.
Good read and rapid take.
KV again is moving the ball around the 3-point line, looking to penetrate, see what they can find. And that's a good find there by number 5. Jack Way.
Nice find.
Good ball movement. Jones has to get that ball up higher off the backboard, even though it gets hit.
He basically has to learn how to finish down in there in traffic.
That foul's on 15, Sam Goodfellow.
But the find by Jalen was excellent. It's one of the things I think Jalen can really do more of, because he does see things pretty well.
Trevay Jones at the line for 2 shots. And he goes 1 for 2 again.
Somebody's got to cover.
Number 7 is looking to push the ball and blocked by Trevay Jones. Trevay's going to use his own handle to get the ball up the court. And it's called a travel.
Yeah, probably did. Probably did.
Trevay actually has pretty good control for being a post player. He can actually take the ball the length of the court. There's a steal there by Ollie. And he's going to finish on a nice, easy layup.
Those area in the court turnovers destroy your offense, of course. So.
And there's another steal. Oh no, it got Kennebec Case Valley gets it back. Armbrae came out into a man press.
Good closeout.
There's a 3.
Altered it.
And a tie up there, jump ball. It'll be Kennebec Case Valley ball.
So I think that's an area, Les, where Armbrae defensively when a shot goes up from the opponent, flood that offside zone a little more. Get an extra guy in there in case the ball does come loose, because they don't get a lot of clean defensive
There's a steal
work.
by Trevay Jones. Oh. He had something on his mind right there when he got that breakaway. But again, there's another foul by number 15, Sam Goodfellow.
That steal does kind of illustrate what you were talking about with Trevay, though. He's got the coordination and the body control to play anywhere on the floor.
Yes, he does, for sure. And he's not afraid to try and get into passing lanes. And because he has a decent handle, on those steals, he can actually take the ball to the hoop when he needs to. But his eyes got right big when he was about a half a step ahead of his players. And I think Goodfellow realized that and thought better of fouling him as opposed to getting dunked on. So Kennebec Case Valley takes a timeout, and with 8:27
they need the
left.
timeout because thus far their offense is consistent of getting it into the coffin corner area and then turning it over.
Yeah, their offense hasn't even really gotten them over half court for the most part. And Armbrae has stretched the lead just a little bit again, so it's 43-36. But I think, they don't want them to really get any more comfortable. And
well, so far, we were talking about the first half. I mean, the teams appear to be relatively evenly, I don't know if you can say matched because they're kind of different kinds of teams.
Yes.
But, there's not a huge difference in terms of result, but probable result between the two teams. So both coaches do not want to let the other guy get a cushion.
That's right. Trevay Jones back at the line again for 2 shots. I think Goodfellow has taken oh no, Goodfellow's still in. And Trevay goes 2 for 2 that time from the line. And Armbrae is now in a 2-2-1 press. Kennebec Case Valley breaks it quite easily that time.
Yeah, it didn't match that guy in the middle.
They're playing a little ragged there, but they get a nice attack, clean attack to the hoop and miss the layup. So Armbrae is bringing it back. From Ollie Nadeau over to Trevay Jones and back to Ollie for a nice 3.
And had they wished, they had Renai open on the other side for an open 3 as well. So those two are.
After the timeout, there's 2 possessions where KV actually broke the press. Trevay with a nice block there, and again tried to handle the ball.
There's an instance where he got in too much traffic and it would have been good at that point to immediately dish. He'd drawn traffic, dish it, and we're going to get something good on the.
Yeah, that time there he didn't need to have the ball as long as he had it. KV's getting some looks at the hoop, but they have come up empty in their last 3 possessions.
But most of their kids are not their starters, are they?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
I think Beals to Trevay Jones for the finish. Another steal
That time
by
much better
Armbrae.
offside rotation into that middle passing area.
And the foul's called on Owen Arbo. Actually, I think that is most of their starters out here now, and I just looked at their roster. A steal there by Kennebecasis Valley, number 5, going to the hoop, and he finishes on a reverse.
I think they're
Jack
evolving
Way.
toward that, but I'm not sure the crew that started the quarter was
Another
this crew.
steal by Kennebecasis Valley, pushing up, lead pass up. They're going to slow it down and see if they can get themselves a good possession. Off the front of the rim 3 by number 5, Jack Way. And Armbrae looks to attack again. And Beals is fouled
Foul on number 6, Nick Hersey.
by Nick Hersey.
Number 4, Drew Barnett. At number 11, Nate Snodgrass.
Elijah Matley back in the game for Puetti.
Number 2, Elijah Matley.
And Armbrae will take the ball out on the baseline. They have stretched the lead now to 50-38 with 6:23 left in the third quarter. Getting the ball out to Jones at the high post. And he attacks, drawing the foul. Foul on number 11, Nate Snodgrass. Gervais is back at the line for what would be the 4th time, I think, this quarter.
I was thinking and about to comment, one of the positive things in this tournament for Gervais is getting a lot of free throw practice.
He's getting a lot of free throw practice. And he goes 1 for 2 that point.
I think he's still working on his form, frankly, because his base has changed.
I would agree. And a nice attack there at the hoop through 2 players by Drew Martin. Jalen Simmons with the ball.
Got there fairly readily, but got a little too far under.
Cross-court pass. 3 rims out, the rebound by number 11, back out to number 4. And that 3 rims out. 2 good looks by Kennebecasis Valley there for the 3-point looks.
Clock, yeah. Most such inflow stoppages in the tournament have been due to a shot clock.
Shot clock, yeah. Ball inbounded. Elijah Matley over to Gervais Jones for the 3. He's off. Rebound by Kennebecasis Valley. Number 4 is tacking the hoop.
Good take.
Nice take. Nice take and a finish by Drew Martin as he splits the defense. Kennebecasis Valley is on a little bit of a run here, cutting into the lead. And that's a tough 3 by Jalen Berglund Simmons. Little pressure here on the sidelines by Armbrae. Ball swung to the other side. It's off. Big rebound by number 12, Ryan Vator, and he is fouled. He is fouled by Elijah Matley. Coach Stramble wants to have a chat with the boys.
I think it's a good timeout. They're maintaining their 12-point lead, but there's a little raggedness.
Yeah. I mean,
the play.
They are maintaining it, but Kennebecasis Valley has found the bottom of the mesh a few times in their last 3 or 4 possessions, which Armbrae had taken away from them early in the third quarter.
And they've had other opportunities that haven't found the bottom
That's
of the
right.
mesh that they weren't getting earlier. So
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
a couple really nice wide open threes that just didn't fall, but being as wide open as they are, I think that's probably part of the conversation also about giving them those open looks.
although I think most of the difficulty is initiating at the offensive end for Armbrae in this instance. They're just not quite the crispness that they started to get in that.
They haven't found a flow
second
yet.
Yeah,
They haven't found a flow yet.
Now, part of it, let's face it, they have a different lineup every game because of injuries.
Yes, true. True.
And, they've played a lot of game basketball in the last while. It's a really compressed period of just
Just want to
probably
give a
too
shout
many
out,
games.
shout out to Maritime Profiles for taking care of these games this weekend at the Armbrae Classic. Shout out to everybody on the mic and on the boards taking care of the games. Number 12.
They do cover the waterfront, don't they?
Ryan
In
Vator
a
is
lot
now
of
at the line
gyms.
for 2 shots.
In a lot of gyms.
Yeah, no, Maritime Profile is doing an amazing job this season covering boys and girls basketball, high school basketball, soccer, football. If you're in a sport, they're out there following you, and so credit to them for getting out there and highlighting our maritime athletes.
For the Knights, number 10, Keith Harris.
Okay, here we go.
Renai Beals to Ali, back to Renai.
Ball screen.
Green set by Stewart.
Good.
Pass to Jalen. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound by KV. Looking to push it. Almost lost it. Another 3 that goes up.
Again, if you
By
number
Nate
11,
Snodgrass.
if you look at the form, that's just not quite there yet. You know, on the in the shot form. The kick for the driver kid was nice, and it was a good open look, but good D.
Oh, that's great defense. Oh, just missed that. Now he's got.
All he
Ollie's
kind
got
of
to get
chose
himself in control.
kind of chose not to dish that, but Will sort of had a pretty open layup, I think, if he had made the dish.
That's a nice pass by number 11, and fouled at the hoop is number 6, Nick Hersey.
Was Hershey just made the really nice defensive play, and then the ball went loose, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah, that was really quick strong lateral movement to regain position on
That's a
that.
foul on Jalen Bergman Simmons. He'll take a seat, and Jones will come back in to replace him. Hersey on the line for 2, and he makes them both. Giving it now a 10-point lead by Armbrae, 54-44. Wide open 3 by Elijah Natley. It's off the mark. KV's looking to push the ball.
Oh,
Step
interesting.
through. That misses. Gervais Jones, hesitation, looks to take it all away, pulls it out. Renai Beals got some dribble moves going on and misses the floater. KV's looking to push it again. Right in the
Two
middle
open
of the
on
key.
the cut.
Wide, number 11's wide open. Missed shot by Nate Snodgrass. Rebound there by Ollie Nadeau. Gervais Jones up to Ollie at the top of the key. Sets a blank screen. Oh, in and out.
Now, most of Armbrae's offense now consists of a handoff or one pass and then somebody shooting a 3.
KV swinging it to the corner. Shoots an air ball. And then there's a offensive foul called on Drew Martin.
And again, it's not that those threes couldn't go in, because certainly that last one was in and out. But the difficulty if you have a number of possessions of that sort is you're not getting a lot of movement, a lot of touching, it's kind of all or nothing in a way, right? If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, not so great. But you're not doing much to move the defense.
They're not moving the ball much at all.
Or themselves.
Ollie's at the line for 2 shots. He makes both. KV is hanging around. They're not going away yet. They're looking to move the ball. They're looking to attack a little more in the middle than they were in the past.
That was
And they
good,
get
good
right
patience.
inside.
Good patience. Looked like it
great
was
patience by
probably in
Heath
trouble,
Harris.
but he turned it into an asset.
Yeah. There's a 3 by Elijah Mantley in the deep corner.
That time, Ollie chose to kick it, and nice touch on the assist. And Elijah knocked it down.
Armbrae is still in their zone.
Close to a travel.
Zone defense. KV gets the rebound.
Ooh.
KV gets the rebound on that missed basket.
Fortunate to
And
get a foul call on that one.
Jones is called for the foul.
Yeah, I would say fortunate to get the foul call because he really was at a bad angle, and with Trevay there, the chances of him making the shot were very, very low. But with the foul call, paid off for him.
Number 8, Drew Poirier is at the line for 2 shots.
And I think we've seen enough of Trevay that typically he's not going to foul on that.
Yeah, not on that one usually. And he's good for 2.
But that one he may have followed through a little bit too much or what have you. But
We have a couple subs for Armbrae. Owen is in. Oh, there's a foul there.
KV was loading up on the ball screen. Owen rejected it, which actually took him to a strong hand for the penetration.
I think he's got to realize, though, once he gets downhill like that, when you have 3 players coming over, that means somebody else is open.
And sometimes he does, and as again with a number of the kids, they get there fairly frequently. Their reads have got to start becoming a little more sophisticated. Because sometimes
those 2 are good from the line for all in the go.
Sometimes they see it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Armbrae stretched out again a little bit, 61-48. KV is continuing to move the ball, looking to penetrate a little more, attacking at Jones. Owen gets that rebound, he pushes it to Renai Beals. And the foul is drawn.
Now, defense had numbers on that. That's the kind of situation where, to me, you just work like crazy for positioning an angle and don't commit the foul. You've got numbers. They're not going to get an O board unless someone comes from perimeter, magically and creates one.
That foul was on Drew Poirier. Renai Beals is now at the line for 2 shots. We don't have the stats up here to know how many fouls everybody has, but I think I've called Drew Poirier's name a couple times for fouls, so
I'm kind of watching
2, maybe 3.
I'm getting the sense that maybe KV are using this game almost as a laboratory experiment about their personnel.
I'm not sure. They're not making many subs.
Well, but also in terms of their mixes of players, my guess, I don't know. We don't see them often, but the mixes have been changing, and I don't think it's their top crews together. So I think they may be trying to find out some things about their team.
KV gets the ball back on the travel call by Armbrae. Rebound by Trevay Jones. Brings up the court, gets it to Ollie, over to Renai. Nice crossover by Renai.
Yeah.
And a finish. And he is fouled by number 10, Heath Harris. Renai's going back to the line for 2 shots.
Now, we mentioned Trevay being in, but frankly, Armbrae have been on the free throw line a lot.
They have been a lot.
But they've been getting the kind of penetration that leads to that.
That's right. That's right. And Renai makes those two. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. KV looking to get it over half. Looking for a good possession going into the fourth quarter. That's a nice take, a nice penetration.
Yeah, pretty good move, actually.
Yeah, it was a nice move.
Looked pretty good on the take,
Yeah,
but
by
just
Drew
fell short.
Poirier. He just didn't finish it.
Yeah, just didn't get quite enough arc, but everything, you know, looked reasonable, worth repeating at some point.
And he took it right at Jones.
Yeah, and created space on the spin, right, to evade the block shot attempt.
So on that rebound, Jones was fouled, so he's back at the line again. KV is in the bonus and has been in the bonus for quite a few moments in this third quarter. And he goes 0 for 2.
Dead center front rim on both. Got to just get a little more arc. The line was good. You know, the observers may think this is whacked, but I'm quite convinced that once Treve breaks the code on his free throw form and routine, he has the potential to become a very good free throw shooter because he's got touch.
Yes, he does. That foul is on Ollie Nadeau. And we have number 11, Nate Snodgrass at the line shooting 2 shots with 14.2 seconds.
14 and change. Let's see how Armbrae handles the last shot opportunity.
And he misses both. Oh, and a missed rebound. KV gets it back for a missed layup. And KV will get the ball back out of bounds. And there's 10 seconds left. So they're looking to get a basket going into the fourth quarter. Mid-range jumper that they miss. Still 5 seconds left. A deep 3. And it goes. Okay. And it goes for Drew Poirier.
And wasn't he the kid who very early in the first quarter took the very long three that we were kind of speculating? Is that kind of within the repertoire or not?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the same young man. So we're going into the fourth quarter with Armbrae up 65-51. What I have noticed this game is that KV has spent a lot of time in the last 3 quarters in bonus. Sending Armbrae to the line many times, and Armbrae has not capitalized on that opportunity. They've either gone 1 for 2, the odd time they've gone 2 for 2, and a couple times they've gone 0 for 2.
Yeah.
So
I think we've been discussing this since the first game we covered. Yeah.
Right. Most definitely.
You know, I just think the modern, particularly male, basketball player, for whatever reason, does not seem to have grasped the importance of free throws to the highest caliber of competition.
Well, I mean, for any team, if you're not putting that into your practice time, and practice times are limited for a lot of teams also, then you have to put it into your time on your own. And I'm not sure that a lot of players in this day and age of any caliber put a whole lot of premise into their foul shooting on their own.
I think they've got to do it on their own.
They have to do it on their own, most definitely.
The high school teams that
most definitely
aware of in terms of how much practice time they get, they're not going to get enough.
No,
and
exactly.
There's so much they're trying to teach, particularly to a young team like this, like Armbrae.
And they get less time in the club program for their practice time. So So again, there's not a lot of time allotted for foul shooting.
But but truthfully, shooters have always made themselves in 12-month-a-year in-gym activity or outdoor court or wherever. But shooters have got to shoot. They've got to crack the code in terms of form and rhythm, and balance and so on.
So we have Ethan Bada on the court now for Armbrae, Denai Beals, Jones, Berglund Simmons, and Peretti starting off the fourth quarter. And we have Lucas J.
They're in that 2-1-2.
Jack Way, Sam Goodfellow.
No.
Heath Harris, and Drew Poirier starting it off fourth quarter for
Got
Casas
away
Valley.
didn't get away with a lot. The 2-1-2D against what we've seen of KV so far is good defense because they haven't shown a lot of danger from the three-point line. And loading up the middle a little bit takes away their best penetration.
They have been doing that, yeah. That's a tough move against a zone that hasn't moved, and you're just going one-on-one in the zone.
Not a fan of that kind of possession, as you know.
Move the ball, find the open player, make the zone move. That's a tough attack for an eye against the zone.
And that one, what helped him was that a couple of the KV help side defenders did not see the ball whatsoever and ran away from where they could have been as help.
Oh. There's an attack there by Jones at the hoop, and he misses
Had
it,
position,
goes right over.
Wrong angle, off the glass. Guy on the foul line.
Nice foul line jump shot there by Sam Goodfellow.
When a guy on the foul line gets that and reverse pivots on you, you've got to get a hand up. It's too easy a shot. Off balance.
Got to get his feet set. Move the ball. It's one and done for Armbrae.
Strong
nice
take
basket.
And good adjustment to Trevay's presence.
By Drew Poirier. He got Trevay off his feet and off balance a little bit and just put it right up over top of him.
That one, Armbrae wanted to reverse it, but Sam didn't get up and avail enough on the offside. Yeah. Probably got an extra step on that one.
Trevay's shot was in and out there. An open attack to the hoop by KV rolls out. Trevay pulls it out. Renai's looking to attack the zone and gets his putback.
Renai's been very effective at getting in there and being under control most of the game today, I'd say. Some of that has to do with just the physicality and or lack thereof of your opponent, of course.
Nice look by number 15, a big rebound by number 10, and a putback by Heath Harris.
Strong board, strong putback. Still about 12. It's kind of hung around that same.
Yeah, KV's not going away. They're going to make, if Armbrae wants to win, they're going to make them work for it, that's for sure. And they're not backing down from attacking at the hoop, and they've been pretty effective the last little bit.
That's, didn't call.
Oh, the referee called a tip on that for backcourt.
It didn't look.
It didn't look like it was tipped.
Yeah.
It just floated right over top of half court. But it ended up being a shot violation, so KV gets the ball back.
But actually, when again, probably the least experienced player on the team got the ball in that situation at a very bad angle and buried, Armbrae had to get to him quickly to help him out of that.
KV has just had 3 3-point shots that have gone off, and they now get a post layup by Sam Goodfellow.
Which brings it to 10, and which occasions, I think, a good timeout, because that could signal a change.
Yeah, that possession there, I mean, they literally had 3 opportunities of wide open 3-pointers that didn't fall. But again, they got 3 rebounds off of that. And I'm a firm believer, you keep giving teams the opportunity to score a basket, they're eventually going to score it.
Yeah, and again, we've been talking about that from minute 1 of game 1. Armbrae's defensive rebound, team rebounding defensively is going to be critical to their fate this year. But also what's been going on up here in the offensive end of late.
Their offense has changed,
is become almost stagnant.
Yes.
And you put those two things together, you got too much time left.
It's
so
either
good
been one and done for Armbrae in the last 3 or 4 possessions, or it's been very stagnant. And nobody's moving, the ball's not moving. And KV is in a zone, but you need to be able to move the ball, move your bodies, and make the zone move with you. And KV is actually in a pretty good position because Armbrae is not moving, and so their defense doesn't have to move.
And again, people talk about movement of the ball, but really it's got to be movement of players and basketball. If players don't move, it's tough sometimes for the ball to move.
Yeah.
And if the ball doesn't move, then players tend not to move because there's nothing in response to which to move, Movement is key.
So there's 5:37 left in the fourth quarter. Armbrae is up 10.
Now again, the ball.
Renai Beals missed that one. Rebound by Trevay Jones. Get the rebound, kick it out to Ollie Nadal, who missed the three-pointer, but Trevay almost had the rebound.
Didn't quite get it and put it away.
Didn't quite get it. And KV is going back to the hoop. And they call a charge call on number 23, Lucas J. And count off the basket.
And that's one of those ones where if they have the charge circle, that becomes a different element because that was very low. But, he had great position. There's no question about that.
The thing about the charge circle this year, the new rule is that if the charge circle is there, it can only be used when you're attacking baseline. The charge circle is not used from any other position on the court.
Yeah. Now, do you know what the reasoning behind that is?
Nope. But I did hear that because that was a call made over at the Kings game at Kings College just a little while ago. And the referee said due to the charge circle, and I was told no, this year the charge circle will not be used for any other position other than an attack from the baseline.
So from what they saying is the baseline? Sort of below the blocks?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
totally.
So if you get it corner
but even
or
further than that, like if it's any kind of an angle from up top, it has to be a straight line to the hoop from
and it
low.
has to begin below the blocks,
That's
below
right.
the line of the block.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Even if the circle's on the floor. Yeah,
that's
now
one of those ones.
In this gym, there is no circle.
Yeah, there's no circle.
So there is no circle call at all in this gym because there's no circle.
Yeah, what I have seen some refs do in that where it's that low is they'll just make it a no call, and if the kid makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But I mean, you're more in tune with the refereeing thinking
and
currently than I am.
And that basket is good by number 5, Jack Way, and the foul is on Owen.
So down to 8 with a chance to bring it to 7.
Number 5 will go to the line for his extra shot, trying to make it 3 the hard way.
All of which coincidentally makes that charge and take away of the hoop big time.
Big time. And he makes that foul shot. So it is now a 7-point game with 4:40 left. There has been a few subs in for KV and also for Armbrae.
Now, I noticed Elijah Mantley getting sort of something done to his shoulder with tape and so on earlier, and he hasn't come back in since. So I'm wondering if they've got another.
There's no tape on it right now, but I did see he had some work going on. That last foul was on Sam Goodfellow, who has at least 3. So we'll see what that means for the coach and his playing time moving forward. He's been an impact for sure for KV. And there's a shot violation.
And again, with KV now being in a single-digit situation, their energy picks up, their intensity on D picks up. They were pursuing the basketball very hard on that, and the ball was usually only moving through a dribble, not a pass, so it was pretty easy to get pursuit.
Armbrae needs to identify who their leader is on the floor right now, with the game being as close as it is. Goodfellow going in again for 2 more. There's nobody stepping up to be the leader right now, to take the charge, to lead the team. Renai Beals is trying, but he can't do it by himself, so he's going to have to start using.
Yeah, I
the
think
rest of
he's
his
trying
players.
to, but his way of trying to do it, as you say, is right now kind of solo. And
yeah, and he's most effective when he uses his team for sure.
that's another great opportunity.
Another great take.
So when they got
that foul is on Jalen Bergman Simmons. And we have number 5, Jack Way, going back to the line for 2 shots.
When they brought it to single digits, there was plenty of time left for it to become a game, and now it clearly has. And again, the biggest factor right now, and we talked about it before the timeout, is the stagnant kind of thing for Armbrae. That's continued so far.
Yeah.
And your point about nobody stepping up and taking the lead and kind of organizing his teammates and then kind of getting things moving is a great one.
Jack Way goes 1 for 2. Then
He's
gets
kind
the
of
ball
come
back
alive
and
here the
attacks
last
at
2
the
minutes.
hoop. Makes the basket, falls to the ground, gets back up, ready to play defense. And they get a steal. Ali Nadal.
Now,
Jack
let's
Way's
see
going
how
to slow
KV
them down.
handles it.
Slow them down, move the
Movement.
ball,
Movement
swing
again.
the ball again.
There's
Gonna
ball
move the
reversal,
ball
not
around.
quite.
That's a tough shot there. They're still on 2 seconds.
Tie game.
And that basket goes in right at the end of the shot clock. The score is now 69, tied with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Like I said, KV was not going away, and they have come out. Renai Beal hits that one to cut the run for KV.
3 exchanges on that possession, which is the most that Armbrae has had for several possessions. It's not a lot, but it's more than
That
they've
just
had.
cut a 12-0 run by KV. Out of bounds is going back to Armbrae.
So let's see, will Armbrae come down and again move the D, or will it be a straight line
Move the
attack?
D,
Ball gets
move the
entered,
D,
reversal.
Move the ball, move the players.
Not reversal yet.
He's still staying at the top of the key.
Got the angle.
Got to get that pie to backboard. He got his own rebound, Jalen.
But even the little ball movement there was got Jalen that angle advantage on the catch.
If nobody's going to box him out, he will get the rebound because he is strong and he can get up off the floor.
Well, and again, a good first angle take gets you an opportunity.
That's a
There's
big
a
three. That's a big 3 right there by Sam Goodfellow. He's had a heck of a second half for KV. He has come to play this second half.
Renai trying to go himself.
And, nice block
Good recovery by
Nadal
Nadal.
on number 5. Armbrae needs to settle down. They need to settle down. In and out on Ollie.
Yeah, a little, you don't have to kind of push that one.
Yeah, this game is not over. Well, I mean, it's 1 minute and 20 seconds left, but still, you still need to have one good possession at a time. And there you go.
Way has gotten much better
Jack
quality penetration in this last quarter than he had been earlier in the game.
Goodfellow and Way have definitely been the difference for KV in this 4th quarter. They have wanted to make a game of this against Armbrae at home. And Ideal's going back to the hoop again as Armbrae is up 75-74 with 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. One more
Gotta
pass
get
to
to
the
this
corner.
guy.
That's an air ball.
Because
And
Goodfellow
Jalen
has kind of
Simmons.
emerged as the guy who could knock down threes
That's right.
with consistency from what we've seen this quarter. Hadn't shown it earlier, but he has now.
The ball needs to move. The ball needs to move. That is off. That is off Renai Beal's leg. And KV will get the ball back. 30 seconds left, and they're going to take a timeout. Armbrae is holding on to a slim 75-74 lead with 30.4 seconds left.
Part of, again, changing cast of characters, and as the injuries happen and you've got fewer options of who to have out there, but this does kind of crystallize the difficulty that Armbrae deals with in terms of their offense in these kinds of games. They struggle to get enough consistent movement of players in basketball to really get quality looks. So that kind of comes back to, do they get that individual effort thing that comes through for them? But as you know, as the competition gets higher level and the stakes get higher, you don't get that often. That doesn't work that often.
No, not at all. And I mean, Armbrae, they got to a point where for some odd reason, they felt like they were playing behind a lot further than they actually were. They were only down maybe 1 point, maybe one basket, but they started to really pick up the pace and really kind of be uncontrolled as if they were down 10 and they need to score a bunch of points.
Actually, a couple of times they weren't even down.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean, right?
But you're
You know?
what you just described exactly occurred, and they weren't even down.
That's what you know, if you were watching it and not really hearing the commentating, you would think, or seeing the scoreboard, you would think that they were down.
Yeah.
When in fact, they might have been still been up or tied. So, you know, KV's going to inbound the ball with 30.4 seconds, and let's see how this game ends. Patience is definitely going to be the key here for both teams.
They've got Jalen guarding the Way kid. They switched off. Ollie's got him now. Fifth,
Good fellow over to Nick Hersey.
Good D.
Good D, no foul. Ollie got the ball, giving it to Renai Beals. Oh! Renai Beals gets the layup and the foul. And that foul was on number 23, Lucas J. I actually thought the referee might have been able to call that a flagrant because he got a push in the back going to the hoop.
Yeah.
And that itself wasn't the fact that there wasn't nobody else around them for the flagrant, but it is to protect the player as he's going towards that wall.
Yeah.
So, what a great one-handed rebound.
Okay.
What a great one-handed rebound.
Clock is still running. They lost about.
The clock is still running. It probably was about, and it's still running.
It was 10.
It's at least 15 seconds.
10,
maybe?
5 or 6 at least when I noticed it was still running out immediately after the thing. We'll see what they said.
That was a great one-handed rebound by Jones on that missed foul shot by Renai Beals.
Yeah, again, Trevay with his rebounding. But probably should be more like 10-6 to 10-8, but they're putting up 10 points.
Another timeout there by Kennebec Valley.
Now, again, just take it back. Much as we were talking about the Armbrae offensive struggles, and I think that is a major thing they're going to have to continue to work with and strive to get more consistent discipline and movement and so on.
Definitely.
In those close game, late game situations. So they do tend to revert to, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And that just won't work against the best teams. It just won't. Now, the defense, team defense, they displayed in that last KV true possession.
That's right.
Was the difference.
Yes.
Because they just the attempt that KV got was a very poor quality one. Jalen guarded the thing very tightly, took the guy out of his space, and did not foul on the attempt.
And it was a shot clock violation that caused.
Yeah.
You had to put it up because it was going at 0. So.
Yeah, and then that gave them the transition.
That's right.
Which then got Renai the opportunity for the angle. Bad foul, not whether it was flagrant or not. It was just very ill-conceived foul.
Yes.
Because he had the hoop made when he was fouled.
Yeah.
But then Renai didn't make the free throw, but Trevay got it back. And again, we were talking about free throws. Free throws made and missed and rebounded win and lose basketball games.
Yes.
The importance of the free throw line is crucial. Over to you. Here we go.
Yeah. So here we are with 10 seconds left. Armbrae is going to inbound. They get the line on the inbound play. It's over to Ollie, back to Renai, and they're going to foul him.
And they got what I think they were trying to get, which is the two people will handle the ball on that.
And there's only 2 fouls on each team, so they're just
they've got a few more fouls to get before,
3 on KV. Got to get in, got to get in.
Get it out of the corner, okay.
Okay, there's 4 fouls. So they still have one more to give. That foul is on Lucas J.
Now, from here, you want your best free throw shooters to be the ones touching the ball.
There's Ollie has the ball. So Ollie will go to the line. And I would have to say that Ollie is probably one of their better free throw shooters.
I think Ollie and Renai were probably the 2 who were supposed to
have the ball in their hands. For sure. I would agree with that. So Ollie wants to hit at least one to put the icing on the cake. That now makes it a 2-possession game with 3.5 seconds left. And there you go. 5-point lead with 3.5. Almost a steal by Ollie there.
Once again, the clock kept
clock
running.
is
Should
just
be
keep
about
on
2.5.
Yeah, clock is still going.
Should be about 2.5.
It's always a little interesting. You have the young students from your school usually helping out with the scoreboard and all. So everybody just needs to be a little patient.
We've said it before. The kids on the table are high school kids, and it's early season for them too.
Well, and everybody just needs to be a little patient with them. They're doing the best they can, and they're doing a great job. So they didn't put any time back on the clock.
I think they're trying to. It's about getting the mechanics of doing it.
Right. And really, at the end of the day, all the ref has to do is just count it in. The referee could just say, I'm going to count it in, and just watch my hand and count down to 4 seconds. So.
And it's really 2.5 was when the deflection occurred. So.
Yeah. Well, they've got 40 seconds on the clock, so count it down. But there we go, 4 seconds on the clock.
That's more than there actually should be, but that's
well,
okay too.
KV's going to get the ball on sideline with 4 seconds left. They're down 5. A big screen set. There's a three-pointer. Oh, and the three-pointer goes for Jack Way. And it comes down to a 2-point victory for Armbrae over Kennebecasis Valley.
Well, interesting.
It was a great second, definitely fourth quarter for both Jack Way and Sam Goodfellow. They came to play this game, and they really wanted to make sure that Armbrae knew that they were in the gym.
The other thing, too, Leslie, he didn't score a lot. He didn't attempt to score a lot, but I think their number 6 kid, Hershey, was a real steadying force for them.
He was.
In the backcourt.
Yes.
And again, in the modern game, sometimes it gets overlooked. The kid who doesn't score a lot.
That's right.
But really helps things work.
Well, I call them the kids that do the dirty work. Well, the garbage men, like they're picking up on the rebounds. They're actually, on the help side picking up defense. So.
But defensively, he's a very tough kid. He was the kid who made that great lateral shift there. But also offensively, I just found he really helped stabilize their movement of player in basketball, made good decisions, quiet decisions that were good with the ball.
So that was a great game. I'm not sure. I don't have the schedule in front of me on whether these teams move on tomorrow. I know that gives Armbrae 1 win and 2 losses. So I don't think they move on. And I'm not sure about KV with this loss, if that gives them what
yeah, we don't know how Horton and KV are in terms of the one loss.
That's right.
Millwood definitely, obviously.
Yes, Millwood beat Horton the game previous to this. So I would say Millwood is definitely heading to at least the semifinals tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure on the other side what Bayview might be someone on the other side.
Yeah.
So. And
we'll listen to this and then a couple of points just about what can be taken from the game.
And so the player of the game for KV is number 8, Drew Poirier, who I thought had a great second half.
Played consistently hard.
He played very hard.
And started to get productive.
He played very hard all game. He played very hard all game. And Ollie Nadal, player of the game for the Ospreys. And again, Ollie is pretty consistent in what he does, on the court, offensively for sure. But was in position to seal the win for them today with the final 4 free throws. So.
And as the injuries pile up, the responsibility for Renai, Ollie, and Jalen in the backcourt to
Right.
kind of, as you said, begin to step up and take that leadership. Sam kind of quietly, his presence is solid, but
Yes.
he's not. I don't think he's comfortable as primarily a ball handler guard.
Right.
He's better off the ball.
Yes.
So that those three that kind of, and similarly with Elijah, he's very ahead of his time mentally in many ways for a grade 9 kid. But he's still more of a catch and shoot,
That's right.
quick release, quick pass kid, but he's not a primary ball handler type. So in terms of initiating them, getting them into good O, getting the right entry pass, getting movement started, I think those three are probably, particularly in the absence of Nye, are going to have to step up and take some of that leadership. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, those are the three guys that I imagine that Coach JT is looking to step up and take control. So our games tomorrow, 10 o'clock is CEC in Bayview, Woodlawn and Sydney Academy. Casas Valley plays Horton. So CEC Bayview at 10, Woodlawn Sydney Academy at 12, Casas Valley Horton at 2 p.m., and the championship versus winner of Pool B in the championship final at 5 o'clock. That game will be live streamed by Maritime Profiles. So we're going to sign off tonight. Thank you, Coach Bev, for joining me again on the mic. It's been a pleasure. And we will see everybody back here at 5 o'clock tomorrow for the championship of the Ospreys Winter Classic.
And thank you again, Les, and thanks to the crew, as
Thanks
always.
to the crew, as always, from Maritime Profiles.
Your gifts directly contribute to real, tangible change on our campus and will immediately impact all of our students. With your support, we can expand our programs and fund enhancements to our classrooms and co-curricular learning experiences. Your gift, no matter the size, can make a difference.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thanks to your generosity, we were able to outfit our science lab with state-of-the-art microscopes. When we pool our resources together, we can make a significant impact on the Armbrae experience for our students. All gifts, regardless of size, have the power to inspire.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
At Armbrae, the annual fund campaign is really the backbone of our fundraising efforts. That's because the projects are designed to enhance the learning of current students. So we conceive of and raise funds for the project this year, for example, and then we launch it next year. In the past, you've supported projects like smartboard upgrades in classrooms, classroom furniture upgrades, playground equipment, the new class set of microscopes in the science lab, and of course the new bike shelter that's being built this week. So thank you for your support of those projects. Like all independent schools, tuition fees only cover about 85% of our operating costs. So it's through the generosity of donors like yourselves that we're able to bridge that gap. This year's projects include musical instruments, visual art equipment, and smartboard upgrades across all divisions, and of course our scholarship and bursary fund as well. In the coming weeks and months, you'll be given opportunities to support the project or projects of your choice, and I just wanted to take a moment here to thank you in advance for doing so.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support.